Trigonometry grade 12. So in this video we are working on how to simplify a trigonometry expression. This in an exam is a 5-mark question, and we're just going to showcase exactly what you need to do to break down this kind of a trigonometry grade 12 question. The first thing is, obviously we have this expression there and this portion of the expression there. We can basically just change this and that using the reduction formula. So for example, what we already know is 180 plus falls in this quadrant where only 10 is a positive. So sine 180 plus is going to become a negative. This 2 here is still going to remain there. So we're going to have the negative 2 sine x. With the sine 90 plus x, we know that 90 plus x falls in this quadrant where sine is a positive. Now for this portion of our question, we know that anytime you're dealing with 90 plus, it means that your trig ratio has to change. So from a sine, it's going to change to a cos. Now in this quadrant, sine is a positive. So because you're using a sine here, you're going to have to change that to a positive cos x. Because remember, you always choose whether this is a plus or a minus based on where you're coming from. The bottom portion of our question, we obviously don't want to leave it blank, or we actually don't want to just leave it randomly. The top part, we can already see this is going to change to the double angle of sine. So the bottom part also, we may be thinking of what we can do to make sure that this is somewhat written in a double angle format. Now the one thing that we can see is cos to the power 4 and sine to the power 4 there. That kind of reminds us of the difference of two squares, in the sense that this you can break it down by thinking of the difference of two squares. Now remember, we are able to write out this expression because the square root of cos to the power 4 is cos squared. The square root of sine to the power 4 is sine squared. And then since there's a negative here, this is the difference of two squares. So this bracket has a minus, this bracket has a plus. Now what we can already see is this bracket here is just equal to a 1. And then this bracket here is equal to the double angle of cos. So this expression simplified. The top part we can see this is the double angle of sine with our negative in front there. At the bottom we say this is the double angle of cos, and then this is multiplied by 1, because what we know is that cos squared x plus sine squared x is equal to positive 1. Now fortunately you can see this can then just be broken down to giving us the answer negative tan 2x. This is a 5-mark question. Clearly you're going to get a mark there. For more tutorials like this, you can click in this playlist to go through more tutorials on proving trigonometry identities.